A very warm good morning to you all. So I'm here to tell you about the new examination pattern of CBSE for Science Class 6 to Class 8. As we know, science is very important for us. The subject of science plays an important role in developing well-defined abilities in cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains in children. It augments the spirit of inquiry, creativity, objectivity, and aesthetic sensibility. As we will talk about the curricular expectation, it develops understanding of concepts, principles, theories, and laws governing the physical world consistent with the stage of cognitive development. And it develops ability to acquire and use the methods and processes of science such as observing, questioning, planning investigation, hypothesizing, collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data, communicating explanation with evidences, justifying explanations, thinking critically to consider and evaluate alternative explanations. It conducts experiments also involving quantitative measurements. It appreciates how concepts of science evolve with time, giving importance to its historical perspective. It develops scientific, scientific temper. It develops scientific temper, objectivity, critical thinking, freedom from fear and prejudice, etc. It nurtures natural curiosity, aesthetic sense, and the creativity. It imbibes the values of honesty, integrity, cooperation, concern for life, and preservation of environment. It develops respect for human dignity and rights, equity, and equality. So here are the general instructions. So here are the general instructions to follow your question paper. Okay, so first of all, the total theory examination will be of 80 marks and 20 marks weightage shall be for internal assessment. This is same for term 1 and term 2. Next thing is, internal assessment carry maximum marks 10 for each term. There will be periodic assessment that would include 3 periodic tests will be conducted by the school in the entire session. Average of the 2 periodic tests or marks of best periodic test conducted in the term is to be taken for consideration. Then third, multiple assessment. Diverse methods of assessment as per the need of the class dynamic and curriculum transaction. These may include short notes, short tests, oral tests, quiz, concept maps, projects, posters, presentations, inquiry-based scientific investigations, etc. Third is subject enrichment. In the form of practical or laboratory work should be done throughout the year and the student should maintain record of the same. Then the next is portfolio. Portfolio to be prepared by the student. This would include classwork and other sample of student work. Now we will talk about term 1. Term 1 contains only objective type questions. Total marks will be 40 marks. Here, 35 marks are contained by the theory-based question. Then activity or practical-based questions are of 5 marks. And each objective type question carry 1 mark. And for each MCQ, you will get 4 options. First of all, theory-based questions. So, 20 questions are there from question number 1 to question number 20. There will be multiple choice questions. Then, from question number 21 to question 5, assertion and reasoning will be there. Then, from question number 25 to question number 35, case study based questions are there. So, that is all about your pattern of examination. Now, let's look at the examples. So, these are the examples of theory-based questions. First of all, MCQs will be there. So, here the first example is, which of the following living organism uses sunlight to make its food? Students, as they know, only plants are able to produce their own food in the presence of sunlight. So, here What will be the correct answer? Here, coconut tree is the correct answer for the question. Now, moving to our next question, that is, the plant which traps and feeds on insects is known as. We know these are known as the insectivorous plant which traps and feeds on insects. So, Cuspita is a parasitic plant. China rose and rose, these are the usual plants, and pitcher plant is the insectivorous plant which traps and feeds on insects. Moving to our next question. Our body also prepares dash in the presence of sunlight. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B and vitamin D. So here the correct option is vitamin D. Then the next is a push or pull on an object is called. It is a motion, a force, a pressure or none of these. So we know push or pull is what? This is the type of different forces. So here the correct option will be force. The next question is match the items given in column A with that in column B. So first of all, here what you have to do here, you have to match column A with the column B. So here orders are given, so you have to pick the correct order of the match the column. So first of all, milk, curd and paneer. What are these? These are what? These are the products which we obtain from the animal. Spinach, cauliflower and carrot. What are these? These are the vegetables. So for second, C will be the correct option. Lions and tigers. These are the herbivorous animals and eat other animals. So here for third, it will be appropriate. Then the about herbivorous. What are these? These eat plants and plant products. Okay. So here the order is, for first we have D option, for second we have C option, for third we have A option and for fourth we have B option. So which one is the correct option here? B. Okay, moving to next question. This is the another example of messy column type question. So here again you have to match the column in the correct order and you have to pick the correct option for the question. So here rhizobium is what? Rhizobium is the bacteria which can fix the nitrogen. So here for option first we have D option. Second is yeast and yeast is utilized for the baking purposes. So here for second we have C option. Third is bacteria, and bacteria, we know bacteria, so many bacteria are there which are harmful and which are useful for us. So here for third we have second option, that is setting of curd, which was governed by lactobacillus bacteria. And for the fourth, a virus is what? It causing AIDS. So here for first we have D option, for second we have C option, for third we have B option. So which one is the correct order here? D, C, B and A. So here D option will be appropriate. Okay, next question. Okay, next question is based on the picture. Which group of microorganisms is shown in the image given below? So here you can observe two pictures, and the first picture is of Chlamydomonas and the another picture is of Spirogyra. These are what? These are the pictures of LV. So here which will be the correct option? LV. Okay, so you have to pick the second option. Next question is also diagram based. Here, carefully study the diagram given below and select the option which indicates the correct part of the digestive system. So here what you have to do, first you have to label the diagram, then you have to watch the order carefully. So first is what? First is the gallbladder. Second picture is of pancreas. Third is the picture of large intestine and the fourth one is rectum. So which one is appropriate for this question? C option. Gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine and rectum. So here the correct option is C. Now as I have told you, from question number 21 to question number 25, you will get assertion and reasoning type question. So what are these? Basically, you will get two statements for this. First is assertion, which means it is a statement based on the fact, and the other is reason, which explains the logic or reason behind the assertion. Okay, so first assertion that we have is green plants are also known as producers. So first you have to observe whether this statement is true or not. So green plants are also known as producers. This one is correct. Then reason is green plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. This statement is also correct. Now you have to observe whether the reason is interlinked, reason is connected with the assertion or not. So the reason is appropriate here for the assertion. Green plants are known as producer because they prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So here you have to pick the first option, which states that both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Moving to our next question. Here the assertion is burning of a candle is considered a physical as well as chemical change. Students, this is also true. And the reason is melting of wax is a physical change melted back into vapors and then burns, which is a chemical change. So here both these statements are correct and the reason is appropriate for the assertion. So here also we will pick the first option. Both assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Now the next question is friction is a force which acts in the direction of motion of a body. Students, as we know, friction is a force which acts in the opposite direction of motion of a body. So here the assertion is completely false. And the reason is polishing a surface reduces friction of the surface. And the reason is correct. So here we will choose the option which states that assertion is false and the reason is true. Now, moving forward, we will discuss case study questions. Let's look at the example. First of all, what is case study science question? The questions which based on case studies are some real life examples. The questions are asked based on a given paragraph, that is case study. Usually 4 to 5 questions are asked on the basis of the given passage. Now read the following paragraph and answer the question. Plants are a source of a wide variety of nutrients to keep the human body in perfect working condition. Humans consume everything from plants, for example, fruits, flowers, roots, leaves, seeds, even the stem of some plants. All food comes from plants, even the animals depend on plants. Hence, we obtain food from plants directly or indirectly. So, our first question is food. Food is what? Gives us energy, helps us in growth, repairs body parts, or all of these. So, here the appropriate answer for this question is all of these. We can get energy from food, it helps in growth, and it repairs our body parts. Then the second question is two underground stems utilized as food are. First is potato and onion. Then second is carrot and radish. Third is cabbage and radish. Fourth is cauliflower and onion. So here the correct option is potato and onion. These are the underground stems. Next question is plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, all of these. Students, as we know, photosynthesis is the process through which plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight with the help of water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so here all of these are correct. So we will pick option D. Now the next question is dash is not a milk product. Curd, cheese, butter, we all know these are the milk products and bread is made up of flour and with the help of yeast. So this is not a milk product. Okay, so here first option will be appropriate for this question. Next question is given below is a list of edible plants. Banana, pumpkin, ladyfinger, brinjal. Which pair of plants have two or more edible parts? So which one is appropriate for this question? First and second, banana and pumpkin. Okay, so that's all about the case study based question. Now we will talk about the practical based question. So here One figure is given to you. It shows three test tubes A, B and C with different liquids. So here in the test tube A, you will see lemon juice. What will happen when you put a blue litmus paper in test tube A? As we know, lemon juice is what? It is an acid. So what will happen when we put a blue litmus paper in test tube A? It turns into red. Why? Because we know acid turns blue litmus paper into red. Okay, so here the first option will be appropriate. Now, our next part is what will happen when you put a piece of red litmus paper in test tube B? What will happen? We know soap solution is basic in nature, and what will happen when we put a piece of red litmus paper in test tube B? It will turn into blue. Okay, so here which one option is appropriate? Red litmus paper turns blue. So here the third option is appropriate for the question. Next is what will happen when you put a piece of red litmus paper in test tube C? So in test tube C, water is there and we know water is neutral. It is not acidic in nature, not basic. So what will happen? The litmus paper remains same. So here you will choose option B. So that's all about your question paper. I hope you will understand now. Now you must have understand about it. Till then, keep learning and studying hard for your examination. Thank you and have a good day.